Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the baseball hut. And hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. As you know, Mets did not win today. They lost 4-0 to the scum-sucking Braves. This Staukenbach and shut them down for 7 innings, and then they went to the bullpen. That basically was the end of that. Now you're going to say, well, why didn't you say the guy's name right? It's not funny. It's funny to make fun of a weird name like that. But so the Mets, so far they played really well. They're now behind the scum-sucking Braves in the first wild card spot. There's been a lot of moves been going on. A couple of moves. A big move that actually hurts the Mets is that Carlos Estevez of the Angels went to the Phillies. So that kind of painful because I've been hearing the Mets were very interested in him. But we got another reliever here on this that's on the trade block that the Angels have. That's Luis Garcia. Let me read you from Mets Rumors. No secret that the Mets needs pitching, especially in the bullpen. General Manager David Stearns has made an effort before the trade deadline with the acquisitions of Phil Maton, and recently Ryan Stanek. Stearns is still actively searching for bullpen help. According to John Heyman, the New York Post, the Mets are in on the Luis Garcia sweepstakes. The Angels are in sell mode. They're always in sell mode because they're terrible. They stink. They're terrible. And also boring, too. They must have one of the most boring, great players in baseball in Mike Trout. Other teams that are interested in Garcia include the Yankees, the Red Sox, and the Royals. Among those, I will say this. Yankees got Chaz Chisholm Jr. There's that 28th trophy. 28th trophy for the New York Yankees. The 28th trophy for the New York Yankees. Getting Chaz Chisholm Jr. He's a type that could play for the Yankees. That is a bona fide Yankee right there. Let me get back to what I was saying. Garcia's having a solid season for the Angels. He has a 3.80 ERA, 44 games, and pitched in 42 and 2/3 innings. He's allowed 18 earned runs and struck out 40. He's even saved 3 games for the Angels. Now, as you know, Brooks Raley and Drew Smith are out for the season. Daniel Nunez, Sean Reed Foley, and Reed Garrett are on the injury list. And the Mets are basically scrambling to get bullpen help. I mean, as you know, Kodai Senga is out for the season, which I said in a previous video that's probably what was going to happen. Unfortunately, he is gone. But the Mets got this far without him. They're just going to have to finish the job without him now. As simple as that. It's too bad. But he pitched really well on Friday, but at least it wasn't a ruptured Achilles. He didn't get that. Now, the Mets obviously have Jose Butto in the bullpen, who's pitched really well. I would keep him there. Edwin Diaz. But Garcia is just another name. There's plenty of guys out here that will improve this bullpen. And the bullpen's been so bad. They've lost so many games because of this crummy bullpen. And now we have a situation where we can have sort of an improvement. Garcia's an improvement over what the Mets have had here in the first 100 games or so of the season. Now there's word that the Mets are interested in an outfielder. I had an argument with somebody on here who wasn't a regular subscriber by any means, so I don't know who he was. I don't think he was a subscriber. Was basically ripping into Michael Conforto. You don't need Michael to be the Michael of old. Okay? And he is just as good, if not better, than Jesse Winker is at this point. Last year, Jesse Winker hit 199, was one of the worst offensive players in baseball last year. This year, other than the batting average, they are comparable in terms of what they do on the field offensively. And I would mention this. Jesse Winker has never been an everyday player. He's been a platoon player. Meaning that he only goes up against right-handed pitching. Michael Conforto has been an everyday player. He's hit against lefties and righties. And he's also out-homered Jesse Winker in his career by 60 home runs. So I'd rather have a guy like Michael Conforto on my bench that can put the ball and get it over the fence, and hit it out of the ballpark more often than Jesse Winker. Sorry. And they're roughly the same age. They've roughly done the same things in terms of service time. But I'd rather have Conforto. And I'm not looking at Conforto to be a savior. He's just going to be a guy that's a six. He's going to primarily go up against right-handed pitching, a bat laid off the bench against a tough right-handed closer, most likely. And that's kind of how I look at Michael at this point. And he can play the outfield still a little bit, and you can survive with him. It's better than watching DJ Stewart flounder in the 19th. I mean, he like flopped like a fish. He looked like he was in like a dolphin jumping out. Like a seal coming out of the water. I mean, out of SeaWorld. I mean, it was pathetic. Him trying to catch that ball from going into right center field. Pathetic. I mean, really pathetic. But, the Mets need to make that little move. And it's not, they wouldn't have to give up a lot. Also, they could use another starter. I think we kind of know that. I'm hearing a lot about Eric Feed. I would stay the hell away from him. I know he pitched well in Korea. I know he pitched really well there. And he's had a good year with the White Sox. But it's the White Sox, for God's sake. They're gonna rival the 62 Mets in terms of record. They're going to get awfully close to having the worst record in the history of baseball, if that's possible. But he's had a terrible career prior to him going to Korea. And I would stay away from him. I know people talked about him. I'd be very careful with him. And obviously the Mets need another lefty reliever in this bullpen. Tanner Scott's still out there, although I say this, he walks too many batters. Again, and if they go for a starter, I was thinking about this, and I put this video out this morning about Blake Snell. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he's a notorious guy that pitches well in the second half. He's a guy that he has an ace starter. You need 10 starts out of somebody in the last 2 months of the year. He would give you good effort. He's healthy now. You pick him up, say to the Giants, all right, Giants, we'll take on his contract, but we want Michael Conforto and we want Trevor Rogers. That would fix a lot of problems here with this Met team. And they're just small problems. I mean, Conforto thing is just to lengthen out the lineup a little bit and help the bench out a lot. So those are my thoughts. You let me know what you think about that. And of course, we'll see what happens with Garcia. We'll see if he gets moved and where he gets moved to. I'll have a video on the Baseball Hut too, talking about all these different, an update on where these players have gone and where they're going to go and everything else. So thank you for watching this video. I have plenty of stuff for tomorrow. We'll get close to the trade deadline. I can't forget to mention this. We'll have a live stream on Sunday, a big live stream. Big live streams on Monday in the morning, the afternoon, after the game on Monday. And then Tuesday, we'll have a live stream in the morning, a live stream leading up to the trade deadline. So we're going to be very busy here at the Baseball Hut. We're going to be outside, I think, in the other room, in the studio. The actual studio. This is not the studio. And, of course, thank you for watching this video. You're going to love what we're doing here. I love what I'm doing here for you, and hopefully you like it. And thank you for watching this video. And, of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut.